was totally depleted, wore out farms in the 3 different locations where I've got these trees. Look at all 3 orchards. They're in the green. Every one of them. What bothers me is that the sodium level was critical, and I don't know where the sodium come from. Magnesium, calcium is in the white. It's marginal. That's a calcareous soil. There's 50 parts per million calcium to the acre. Now, that's why we need the tissue test, is because the soil test gonna tell us what all we got in the soil. This tells us what our plants are picking up and what we need to supplement in a different form. You can be bent over with osteoporosis and go out here and get this limestone and chew on it all day long and eat all you can, and you won't get enough calcium out of it, even though it's heavy calcium. Calcium carbonate's all it is. Maybe a little bit of other stuff mixed in it. But you cannot use it until it becomes organic. Did y'all hear what I said now? I'm not talking about, quote, organic this or that. I'm talking about it's got to be a real organic mineral. And the only way we can make minerals organic is let a plant use it and put it into fruit or beans or peas or lettuce or whatever for us to eat. Or we've got to sweeten it. In other words, we've got to chelate it. We've got to put an amino acid or sweetener that our body can handle and use to take that mineral. Yes, sir.
Remember, last book you talked about using sea salt.
Sea salt.
Did that do something? What did that do?
I'd be careful what I was putting sea salt on and be sure that it's a salt tolerant plant, because you cannot live without salt. And the reason why, you got to have some sodium, you got to have some chlorine. You know what chlorine's used for in your body? I'm not talking about the junk they put in our drinking water to sterilize it. That'll kill you. But anyway, your digestive enzymes contain hydrochloric acid, so you got to have salt. You know, these people that are having their garter taken out now because they went off salt, not getting iodine, have other problems. One, digestive problems. And they probably go around eating Rolaids or something because of the heartburn, and they're just making it worse. Tums and all of that, if you got indigestion, you're making the problem worse. Doctors didn't tell you that. One, they don't know anything about nutrition. But anyway, that's what a test, and you can sit there and read it. And by the way, my hair sample test looks like it, except it's turned this way. And all of the colors and everything on it. Have I about gone too long here? It's 8 o'clock, so I didn't even get to everything. If you know Malcolm Beck, well, I should have brought the one he'd autographed, I guess. But anyway, he makes sure I get a copy of every one of his books. The lady that wrote this book, I was kind of complaining about what she put in this book, and Kay Chandler chewed me out. He said she was a close friend of his. This thing cost me $40, and I thought, well, that's not $40 worth. But if you don't know how to make compost tea, and all of how it takes care of soil-borne diseases and so on, first off, if you have a healthy plant because you have healthy soil, you don't have much trouble with diseases or insects. And then the stink bug, I don't care what you buy, it's not going to kill him. You want to get a good brick that won't break when you hit it with a hammer to kill stink bugs. That's the only thing I know. I mean, you know, I've tried everything on the market and what was allowable and legal. But Dr. Elaine Ingram is in, I forgot now, Minnesota?
Washington or Oregon?
Well, she's a Yankee. But anyway, you have this book?
Yes,
You got the book.
I got the book.
Did you learn a lot from it?
Yes.
Did you learn how to build a good compost tea maker? All right, folks, I'm gonna tell you right quick. I know it, but we started late,
We did.
and my watch is fast. I got 4 after 8, and it's
Next speaker.
it's 4 minutes. Oh, we got another speaker.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I took a plastic 55-gallon barrel, cut the top off, and a skill saw does a nice job. You know. I had to cut me a slot to hold a 2-inch pipe. I run 2-inch pipe down into it in little short pieces, 2-inch pipe, because you don't have much room. But I used 45 tees, and then teed up with 45s on that, got them all turned the same way so that when I blow air through there, I get a swirl. A drain plug in the bottom and one at the top, or actually I got them fixed where water hoses hook onto them. And I've got just a regular water pump that will run a sprinkler system hooked in between that to circulate water. I cut the top off of a metal barrel and set down over this plastic barrel and fastened it on a metal lid, cut a hole in it, made me a wire basket, hang down, hold everything. Fastened it to that, got me another lid to put over top of that, because with the air blowing, you'll blow a lot of your compost tea out. And I just go to Gardenville and get me a 30-gallon garbage can full of good compost. I know that Malcolm had some other little package stuff he was putting in there, you know, but anyway, I use that. To a 100-gallon mix of spray for my trees, I put in 2 gallons compost tea. That's all it turns out you need. I put a gallon of molasses, good feed-grade molasses. Come right over here, Producers Co-op, with a 55-gallon barrel, and they fill it up for me. About 600 pounds. You better have a good tractor, a good front-end loader on it, bucket to get it down out of your truck, or you're set with it till you've used it up. You want the molasses for the sugar and everything to feed the microbes that you just got into this compost tea. I use about 3/4 of a gallon of orange oil. And like I say, I don't buy the clear high-dollar stuff when I can get the cloudy that they haven't totally run and finished. When they keep running it and get it real clear, it's industrial grade cleaners and delaminate, if I'm saying that properly.
That's right.
And you can buy it in 5-gallon buckets and pay a big price. For me, the way I buy it down there from them, it's just a little less than $1 a gallon. Under $500 right now for a 55-gallon barrel. And I guess that's a little more than $1 a gallon, isn't it? But anyway, whatever. It works good. The trees look good. They look good and healthy. And my projector wouldn't let me show you my pictures tonight. So anyway, yes, ma'am.
Where do you send your hair for a hair analysis?
My chiropractor sends it to Doctor's Data Lab in Chicago, Illinois.
There's several people around the area that do hair analysis. And all of them run about $65, $70 in there.
And they're all
Yeah, I got my doctor write me a deal to get the blood sample run to check it to it. And I carried it into the place where I was going to get that done. And they figured it up and wanted to charge $2,050 for what they can do on hair. I just pass that on to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Turned out to be